Stop. Don't scroll. Don't treat this like background noise. If these words reached you today, then you're standing in front of a moment that can quietly change the direction of your life. Not tomorrow, not when you feel ready, right now. Because the most dangerous thing isn't falling. It's getting comfortable while you're falling. You keep calling it a phase, a busy season, a rough week. But deep down, you know it's more than that. Something has been slipping. A prayer delayed, a habit fed, a heart that doesn't feel the same when Allah's name is mentioned. And Allah sees it all. Not to expose you, not to humiliate you, but to save you before the distance becomes normal, before the numbness becomes your personality, before the later becomes your lifestyle. This is how people drift, quietly, slowly, with excuses that sound reasonable. Listen closely. A wake-up call is mercy disguised as discomfort. It arrives when your soul is still alive enough to feel the warning. If Allah wanted to leave you, you wouldn't even care. But you do care. That's why this is landing heavy in your chest. Shaitan doesn't always pull you with huge sins. Sometimes he wins with a simple word: delay. Later. Tomorrow. When life calms down. But tomorrow is not a promise you own, and the heart you have today might not be the same heart you have later. So let's be honest. What is the one thing you keep postponing that you know would change you? Is it returning to Salah with consistency? Is it cutting off something that drains your iman? Is it making tawbah for what you keep hiding behind a smile? Allah does not ask you to transform in one night. He never demanded perfection from you. He asked for effort, sincere, consistent effort, the kind that begins with one step. And you already know what that step is. You don't need a miracle. You need movement. Because change doesn't start when life becomes easy. Change starts when you finally decide your soul is worth more than your comfort. When you stop negotiating with the same distraction. When you stop feeding the same weakness and calling it just who I am. And remember this: Allah does not change the condition of a person until they change what is within themselves. That means your turning point isn't waiting for the perfect moment. Your turning point is a decision. One sincere dua. One prayer on time. One sin dropped. One boundary drawn. One honest return. You might think, but I've failed too many times. Good. Then you already understand the lesson. You were never meant to rely on your own strength. You were meant to rely on Allah again and again until your return becomes your identity. Don't let guilt silence you. Guilt is only useful when it pushes you back to the door of Allah, and that door is still open. Not because you deserve it, but because He is merciful. Your past does not define you if your direction changes. So take this wake-up call seriously, but don't take it with despair. Take it with hope. Start small, but start today. Fix one prayer. Clean one intention. Replace one distraction with dhikr. And when you fall again, don't run away. Run back. Let this be the moment you look back on one day and say, that was the day everything shifted. Not because life became perfect, but because I finally stopped walking away from Allah and started walking toward Him.